for the Star City Stories. I'm so excited about this upcoming event, and we definitely want to get the buzz out there because we want as many people to possibly attend this. Talk about this Aroostook Tourism Summit. What exactly is the event, and how is it critical to everything that we know Aroostook County and economic development?
So, Sean, the Aroostook County Tourism Summit is the one time of the year that we really focus on Aroostook County in terms of tourism. So, we can always talk about the state of Maine and that as an economic engine for tourism. But we really want to focus on the industry that's here and the experience that exists today. And it's a great time for us to come together to paint that picture of what tourism is going to look like in the future. So, we have an experience now, and every year we refine it and we perfect it a little bit more. We add new businesses, we add new experiences, new events.
Mhm.
And so the summit is a good time to bring those statewide agencies from southern Maine or other parts of the state and bring them to Aroostook County, show them what we have,
Right.
and to put those tools in the hands of the people who are here in business.
It's a real great opportunity to kind of dispel the myth that there are two mains, but to actually educate people to what we do have here. For those that may not realize and who may be watching this and they're down in Southern Maine or even out of state, what do we have here by way of tourism?
We have a premier outdoor recreation economy. So we have world-class trail systems, which are made possible from our generous landowners, but also for volunteer clubs. So those in particular would not be revenue generating businesses,
Right.
but what they are is it's infrastructure that's maintained with public and private agreement, and it is a great recreational asset in the region. So 4 seasons of recreation. We have great hospitality. In fact, our statistics show us that 99% of visitors would agree that we're overly welcoming, and that's an awesome badge to have.
For those that may understand, I mean, we talk about other industries being very relevant to Maine, but there is a reason why Maine's its second name is vacation land. Talk to those and speak to the numbers of how important tourism is as far as a boon in an industry.
So you can bring it right down to the taxable level. So it saves each household an estimated $2,300 in taxes that they would have otherwise paid for some of these public services. Like we expect great schools, we expect great roads.
Right.
We like nice things, even though we're in rural Maine. And so the tax that's generated from the impact of tourism is one thing. But
Mhm.
when they come back in region, we have a circular economy. So somebody who's coming to Aroostook County from Bangor or somebody who's coming from Boston, they're bringing revenue that they generated for their household in those regions, and they're coming in depositing it in our area, our circular economy. That's why it's awesome to see new money come into the region that way,
Mhm.
have those businesses that they supported turn around and support another locally owned business. So when you go to a restaurant and they're serving Maine potatoes and they're serving those Bushard Farms ploys that are packaged in for Kent,
Farm to table, a lot
those
of farm to table.
yeah, that's what
Hmm.
keeps the money that those visitors bring here. That's what keeps it here longer, and
Right.
it builds a better industry that's more sustainable. So we love to see Main Street thriving, and tourism might not be 100% of that Main Street business that's operating and 100% of that restaurant's business,
Hmm.
but it's a portion of it. So what we're trying to do is grow the portion of revenue that these businesses make from visitors.
So, who would be ideal to attend this?
This is the perfect time for anybody who's in marketing and advertising to come and hear what the narrative is and how we frame this experience and put it in the visitors' hands so that they can take those tools and replicate them
Hmm.
across their own channels. But also those business owners who have front end staff and maybe they need some training for those front end workers, whether it be skilled tasks like cooking or baking,
Right.
or maybe it's more training for customer service. So a lot of times we have guests who stay over and they'll go into a hotel lobby and they'll have that first experience with that hotel clerk.
Hmm.
Um, that hotel clerk could say, "Ooh, there's nothing to do here. You came at the coldest time of the year. It's freezing." Or they could change that narrative and say, "You know what? It's a great time for you to be out on the trails, and there's free rentals available at
Right.
the recreation department, or there's awesome trails that you could jump on over here." So they kind of can go either way. That front end worker can direct them to an awesome experience, or they can just uh, do the part. So we always hope that
Right.
they guide them to an awesome experience.
It's talking about kind of like reframing your outlook. Seeing the glass is half
Yes.
full, not half empty.
Yes, it's all
Hmm.
about perspective. So
Mm,
that's exactly what it is. We want to frame the very best of Aroostook. That's why we say that we love to work together to put our best foot forward for the county.
I love that. So are there any particular workshops or I guess sessions that people that you're really excited about to present and presenters that are going to be participating in this that people should kind of be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so motorsports has really blown up in the county over the last 2, 3, 4 years.
Not
Um,
surprisingly.
yeah, so it's a good way to expand our trail system around events-driven marketing. And we'll hear a great presentation from some of the folks who are organizing those races. And we're going to hear from the Maine Office of Tourism as they unveil the visitation data from 2023 to 2024. And
Mm,
as you know, Sean, since the COVID pandemic, every year Aroostook County has gained visitation.
yeah.
And so we're coming out of a quieter winter and a quieter summer. And so I'm I'm eager to see what those numbers are and to understand them. And then we'll also have a tax workshop for the nonprofit organizations like the snowmobile clubs
Right.
or the museums. And so Maine tax code, tax exemption code has changed, and
Mm,
those clubs and those museums are greatly going to benefit from this. So there's a workshop there to get the tools into those museums and clubhouses' hands to make sure
mhm.
that they're getting the most out of this change in the
As we start to wrap
taxation.
this up, kind of talk and one thing which I've done with the series Prescott Open for Business, the mantra of that is providing opportunities for businesses to be out there. And I always say there's no, there's no humility. You're not going to grow your business with humility. Why is it important for businesses to think about marketing and to think about tourism and kind of do the next level and not just wait for people to find out about them?
Yeah, so we all have an elevator pitch, and so that business can really cling on to some of those awards that they have received. So if you're asking somebody to come to your restaurant, what is the best dish on your menu? You should probably lead with, "Come to my restaurant, the best burger in Maine," or something along those lines.
Right.
Or we were voted the #1 stay. Something that's a hook, that's a differentiator, because there are places to eat everywhere in the United States. There's restaurants everywhere. So I'm not going to put an advertisement out that says, "Come eat at my restaurant." It needs to set you apart. Maybe you have family values or you're a third generation owned restaurant.
Right.
But when visitors are coming and making their decisions, they need to be proud of what they have, and they can be proud. I feel like we can be more proud and more confident when we've been given awards,
Mm,
because that's somebody else saying that we've received an award. Um, so if you can find a way to earn an award or get into those, that's a great way to set yourself apart. So we
mhm,
have Down East Magazine's Best of Maine Awards. Aroostook County Tourism has the Best of Aroostook Awards, and
mhm.
Bangor Metro has the Best Restaurants and Dining Awards. Those are some great awards that you can get yourself enrolled in and give yourself some distinct recognition to build your confidence.
And some legitimacy as well.
Yeah, the visitor is
Yeah.
looking for those things. They love to find a restaurant, but they love to know why it's the best restaurant for them to eat at that night after they came in off the trails.
Right, right. So tell us a little bit for those that are going to be attending and want more information, tout your website and if people are interested in finding out more about tourism in our region, tout your website and how they can do that, please.
Yeah, businesses can find great information on visitoristic.com. There's a section of the website called Aroostook County Tourism Partners, and that's where we equip the businesses with the tools they need to promote themselves, create their
Mhm.
business listings and their advertisements. And they'll also find a place to register for the May 1st Tourism Summit here in Caribou.
I was going to say, give us all the deets. When is it? Where is it? What time? And how do we apply and RSVP to attend?
We're going to be at the Caribou Best Western, and we'll be there from 9 to 2 p.m. on May 1st, and that's a Thursday right in the middle of the week.
Okay.
It'll be a great networking time before and after. So the programming is from 9 to 2, but you're welcome to come early and stay late. There's a lot of folks coming from out of town, some of those statewide agencies, and there'll be a small casual networking dinner, I guess you could say, right there at the property at 6:30 on the Wednesday before the summit.
All right,
So to
Jake.
register,
Yeah.
go ahead, visit Aroostook.com and find that ACT Partners website.
All right, Jacob, thank you so much for letting us know about this great event. Obviously, we're going to be there, and we're so appreciate everything that you're doing to kind of sell and kind of promote and yell very loudly, "Yay, Aroostook County!" We want people to say, "Yay, Aroostook County!"
We want them to be excited to come. We want them to remember and to come back every
Oh,
time.
very much so, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a great afternoon, Sean.